Incoming customer detected.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to Blind Gamer Plays. Today we are going to be doing Fallout 76. I'm going to be featuring a weapon that I ended up running across that is, I think, a pretty nice one, but I thought I'd give it a shot and show you guys what it can do. It is a vampire faster fire rate fixer. I am going to be running this not in a bloodied mode, but you guys can see the build that I'm going to be using right here if you guys want to take a screenshot of it or pause the video and check it out. It's not super optimized, but it's good enough, and it has some utility features that I look for in a build, and it gets me by, you know. So I am going to do a little bit of sneak mode just because it helps for ammo conservation, you know, and that's kind of an important thing. But we're over here at West Tech. We're going to check it out on some super mutants, and we're going to see how it does. And in fact, you know what, let's do it without sneak mode. Since it is a vampire, we can do the showcase of the vampire's effect and see how well it does. As you can see, the damage output on it is you know, it's relatively nice. It's not as if you're, you know, doing a bloodied sort of a circumstance or something like that. But you know, I like the feel of a vampire's weapon. I do know that in the recent patch, vampires was nerfed a little bit compared to what it had been. I can definitely feel the difference myself when I'm playing with this weapon or other vampire weapons, but still, you know, it does well enough, I think. Take this guy out here, showing up behind us.
Human, die here!
No, I don't think the human's gonna die here. At least not this human. Maybe another human, but not this human. I think we're gonna be okay. In fact, let me go ahead and have this hello turret, come on, shoot me. No, you don't want to shoot me today? Okay. I was going to say I was going to let him just take a couple of shots at me so you guys can see the damage on the, or the healing rate on the vampire fixer. Of course, one of the problems with the nerf is that the slower weapons are definitely taking the worst hit with the nerf. If you have something that fires really fast, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Like, the nerf didn't hit too hard, but it does okay. Yeah, here we go. Go ahead and hit me a little bit. Let's see what you can do for damage. There we go. Take a couple of bites. There you go. And as you can see, yeah, the healing rate is definitely slower than what it once was. Even with this weapon firing a lot faster, it does not heal as well as it once did. But the damage on the weapon itself is really nice. And there you go. My healing factor is going to end up kicking in too. But the healing rate on it is definitely nice, especially if you're trying to get yourself out of trouble. It does really well. So yeah, we got the super mutants torn up pretty well, and even without going into sneak mode, you can see the damage rate on this kind of a weapon is really nice. So let's go ahead and see what it can do on a Scorched Beast, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we are saying hello to the Scorched Beast. We'll get his attention here real quick. And see what we can do to take him down a little bit. Missing quite a bit, but that's okay. Hello, boys. Got all kinds of people saying hi to me today, apparently. Unfortunately, when you miss a lot, the vampire's effect doesn't really do much of anything, does it? But it took me right back up to basically full health when I'm not under huge pressure damage-wise. So again, you can kind of see the difference maybe in the amount of nerf that was done with the vampire's effect. But still, I mean, the weapon did really well. About 75 damage per shot on a crit once the adrenaline kicked in and that kind of thing. That's a fair amount of damage coming out, so can't complain on that. Let's see how well it does against the ghouls. Okay, here we are at Ghoul Central, and we can see how well this one does over here. For me, the nerf, it definitely was a kicker, you know, but as far as the survivability factor goes, it's still there. It's still definitely there. When you factor in the amount of healing that you can get off of using a stim pack, plus the vampire effect kicking in when it's necessary, just that little bit of extra dose of help, you know, it can definitely make a big difference in the amount of survivability that you have. Although there is something to be said about the idea of kill them before they even get a chance to take a look at you. You know, that also is there as a part of things. So it's a kind of a decision that you need to make. You're going to have to ride kind of a line between whether or not you want to do a serious amount of damage output at the outset. Oops, see, I mean, took out that legendary pretty quickly. We can see what he had here. Unyielding right arm. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a baseline, but that's okay. Good to give away to somebody, I guess. So anyways, you know, the idea of having to sacrifice a little bit of damage for the extra survivability is a question. You know, sometimes people like to do that kind of thing more than just damage output. They like to have that little extra dose of survivability, and something like this is definitely there with it. And it, you know, it outputs the damage well enough. It's definitely tearing these guys up in a rapid fashion. So can't complain on it too hard, really. See how well it does on this window guy here. And I'll take his screws because I am running woefully shy on screws, if I can aim it correctly. There we go. That'll work. So as you can see, it definitely does well enough. You know, I'm not even in sneak mode here, so I'm not getting any of the bonus damages or anything like that that might come from sneaking. It's just me and the ghouls saying hi. Just visiting the golf shop. Yeah, I mean, this does really, really well. It's not at all a problem taking out anything that decides to come along. For higher level content, this thing will do definitely just fine. We'll go into sneak mode here just so you guys can see the amount of damage that it can output in sneak as well, just with that little last guys that are here. And there goes another legendary, I think, wasn't it? Or did I catch that right? Yeah, it was another legendary too. I'll grab it just to script it since we've got the double script weekend going on. So let's see what this does on the behemoth. We'll take a look at that next. Okay, we're over here at Swan, and we'll see what he has to say about this weapon. I don't think he's going to like it too much, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Oh, Swan, wake up! Oop, missed him. There we go. Wake up. Let's see how you can act on this one. I mean, 180 damage on a headshot against Swan, you know, without being in sneak mode. You can't complain on that kind of damage. That's real nice. Thanks for being a part of the experiment here, Swan. We appreciate it. We'll go take a look at the Mirelurks and see what he does. See what this does on that. Okay, we're over here saying hi to the Mirelurks over at the Sunrise Field, and we're gonna just kind of take a look and see what we can do. I will go into sneak mode on these guys just because these guys tend to be a lot more bullet spongy, and I can conserve a little bit more of the ammo. Hopefully we'll do just fine with it, but those guys didn't last very long against it, obviously, but yeah, let's see. It would help if I hit, you know, that's the main thing. mean, it does okay. You know, the amount of damage that pops out of it, it does just fine. Cannot get that guy's attention. I cannot hit him. I don't know why. I'll take these guys out there and just so we don't have anybody else messing with us while we do the queen here. Let's see what we can do. Oh. Fucking decided he wanted to say hi. So you can see even with everything on the vampire effect, it still didn't pop out as much damage as it could have, or I'm sorry, as much healing as it could have there. Let's go ahead and throw a grenade on, and we'll see what we can do to get her attention. See if she'll pop up this time. Hello, hello, lady. All right, so we'll take out her legs here first. And yeah, you see, even with the vampire effect, since the nerf, boy, that poison really tears you down pretty quickly. So if I'm not in power armor, my power armor is a matching set, so I can get the funky duds a little bit, you know. But with the set of other armor that I have, it's not matching, so poison resist is literally 0. So you know, what can you do? There we go. We'll take her out. And I mean, you know, still that's not bad. It does happen with the queen. You know, you get the bit of extra damage that comes out due to the poison effect, and it becomes a problem. So as you can see, this weapon does well enough. You know, a faster fire rate fixer in and of itself is very good. The fixers have that little bit of extra damage boost on them as it stands. So even when you're not running in a bloodied build and you don't have the adrenal factor and that kind of thing going on, it still does quite nice damage to tear down pretty much anything that's in the game. So definitely something I would recommend. Getting a vampire weapon, I think, is still something that is truly effective, nerf or not. I think it still does just as good maybe as it did before. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you guys comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the nerf was a little bit overhanded, or do you think that it is still just fine as it is? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it too. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe if you're interested in more content. I do come out with new content every day, so there's always something new going on right here. And I thank you for being here. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and thanks as always for tuning in. Hello, Rose.
I saw you taking a little detour out there to talk to that overseer of yours.
This land is his land, and none else are welcome.
Enemy sighted! Guys, they're here!
Okay. Nope, I don't know. Where'd you come from?